Hello and welcome to a test shave. I'm going to be testing two straight razor edges on two Puma 89s. This is the first. This one has slightly darker scales, and this Puma 89 was honed on a New York red slate. This Puma 89 was honed on a Welsh slate, and I can't pronounce the name, but I will include it in the description. The honing video that I did for these razors was a live stream. I'll also include the link to that in the description. For today, I'm going to be using the New York red edge on the right side of my face and the Welsh slate edge on the left side of my face. Both razors, the edge on both razors, tested equally sharp, equally keen. And the microscope images look very, very similar. So I'll show you the microscope images now. The shaving soap that I'm going to be using is Summer Break Soap's Valedictorian. This is a tobacco-based scent. It's not just tobacco, and don't think cigarette smoke, but think like pipe tobacco, really fine cigar tobacco. So it's kind of a sophisticated scent. And as a cigar lover, I'm behind tobacco, leather, and bourbon, whiskey type scents. So I'm going to get started here. Now today is March 29th, and 2026, and it is the last day, the finals of the wet shaving subreddit's March Madness. The two soap companies in the finals are Katie's Bubbles and Summer Break Soaps. So as you can see, I'm putting my vote in for Summer Break Soaps, and that follows my strategy of simply voting for the underdog. I'm a big fan of Katie's Bubbles. Both Chris Cullen and Kyle who are the owners of Katie's Bubbles and Summer Break Soaps, respectively. They're very active in our Reddit Discord, and it's great to see active members be in the finals here. Summer Break Soaps was the underdog, and my strategy is to, as I say, to go for the underdog. Okay, so let me get myself cleaned up. Brush for the day is a Wald synthetic, and I will show you that after I've had a chance to clean it up. All right, so this is the New York slate, New York red slate edge. I should have mentioned both of these. Both of these Pumas have slate edges on them. Doesn't get much better than this. That is really nice. All right, so let's move to the Welsh slate edge. Wish I knew how to pronounce this name. I'm sure I don't. So I'm not trying. All right, so here we go. Left side. I'm not sure I can detect a difference. Both edges are very keen, which, you know, is how they tested. And as with most slate edges, there's a crispness to them, but also comfort. That comfort gives you a feeling of confidence. If the edge is super keen, sometimes you'll feel it. You'll feel, you know, slight angle change. You'll feel that edge, and it comes across as a feeling of harshness. The scent of Valedictorian is now filling the room. It is, as I said, it's a wonderful scent. I'm going to put up the scent notes for it now. Really enjoying, so far it is an edge test, so I tend to be hyper focused on the edges, but so far I'm really enjoying this shave. The edges may not feel any different, and they may not cut any different. My feel around from the first pass was pretty much what I would expect from a really good edge on both sides of my face. Now the main difference in the creation of these two edges was the feeling off the stones. The Welsh Slate was, first of all, the New York Red had a very nice slate feel that I'm accustomed to feeling. Let's see, I'm staying on the left side here. Yeah, that I'm accustomed to feeling. The Welsh Slate, on the other hand, was quite unique. Very soft and velvety. Lots of feedback for what's happening at the edge as you make your passes back and forth. So while the resulting edges are pretty much identical with identical razors, the feeling of creating those edges was different. The New York Red felt like a very nice slate to use. And the Welsh Slate felt like something special, like an Escher or a Silkstone. I was so impressed with the Welsh Slate that I went out and bought one. So it'll be here sometime in April. Both of those stones used for this test belong to Marion the Barbarian, and thank you, Marion, for letting me try them. Unfortunately, that's caused me to spend more of my money. Which in March 2026 would probably be best saved for gas. But saving money for gas would be sensible, and I'm certainly not going to do that. All right. Let's do a rinse. Oh, wow. Yeah. I can't really tell the difference between these two edges. Yeah, that's a really excellent shave. Nothing like shaving with a fresh edge that's well formed. Pretty good value. Slates are a really good value. You get very fine, very comfortable edges. Assuming it's a good slate, because they vary, but assuming it's a good slate, you get really great edges at a very reasonable cost. All right, I'm gonna pause and clean up, and I will be right back. All right, wiping off the toner. Today's brush was a Wald synthetic. I believe he calls this colorway Haunter, or back it up a little bit for you. And as usual, I'll show you his stamp there at the bottom. To finish up the shave, I'm going to be using the Valedictorian Aftershave. Summer Break Soaps, Valedictorian Aftershave. Best of luck to them in the finals here. Very nice. No issues. You can pretty much see that there were no issues with the shave. Really nice and close. No real need to do a third pass. You know, I'm a daily shaver, and I work at trying to get optimal shaves from 2 passes. All right, that's the shave test for the day. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.